Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be working on spag, how to make your jollof spag. If you are new here, you are welcome. A big thank you to you. Do well to like, subscribe and turn on your notification bell to get notified once I post a new video. Firstly, you have to get your spag and you start boiling. Whatever kind of spag you choose to use, you put it in fire and you boil. You're allowed to come to a boil. Make sure your spag gets 80% done. Don't make it get too soft. You just cook it for like 80%. Once it gets, you try to pick a strand or two and you try to press it in there. You know how perfect or how done or how cooked it is for your preference. You strain out your spag and you set aside. Then you return your pot back on the fire. Then you're allowed to dry. Add in your groundnut oil. You add in your groundnut oil. Not too much and not too little. Then you add a pinch of salt just for taste. You add a pinch of salt into the groundnut oil for taste. You add in your onion, your diced onion. Allow to fry it till it becomes translucent. Then you add in your tomato paste. As little or as much as you want. Depends on how deep or how light you want your color, the color of the spag to turn out. I'll be adding a little bit of ketchup to give it some kind of sweetening taste, extra flavor. Add your ketchup and you fry. You ensure you fry it very well until it becomes dried. You will notice it sticking into the pot. Then at the side, I'm trying to blend in some tomato, onion and pepper. And this is what I'm using for my base. Not too smooth, just a little bit roughly chopped. And I'm introducing it back into the pot, rinsing it out a little with some water from my kettle. Then I fry. The longer you cook, the tastier it becomes. So you try to cook as long as you can. Try to cook and dry out every liquid juice out of it. That is what you really want. You add in your other ingredients. I'm adding in my thyme, just a little. I'm adding in my curry powder, a little. You portion it proportionally, a little. I'll be adding in my seasoning cubes right now. My seasoning cubes and a little bit of oyster sauce. Just a little bit of oyster sauce, just to enhance the flavor in it. We're adding a little bit of dark soy sauce. You can also add light soy sauce if you have some. But this is what I have, that's what I'm using. And I'll add a little bit of sesame oil. All of these ingredients are not compulsory, just what you have, but I try to use it because it gives it a different kind of flavor and it helps enhances the taste. And I add a little bit of salt again. The content and the measurement of your salt should depend on how much salt you've added to the spag initially when you were boiling. When you started boiling that first initial parboil, depends on the content of the salt you've added. So you just calculate it, then you measure it proportionally. Right here I'm adding some sweet chili to give it a little bit of heat, even if it's not going to turn out hot, but you just add it. give it a little bit of sweet heat, if you get what I mean. And you fry, you keep stirring. You can see it's coming together. You can see the water in it is drying up. Right here I'll try to introduce my egg so you can absorb a little bit of that flavor from the stew base. So I'll add in my egg, because once you cook your egg in sauce, it gives it this kind of different taste entirely. So you take out your egg before you bring back your spag. You can see the oil is already sitting on floating on top of the sauce. Then you know that it's ready. Then you introduce in your spag and you stir. You stir it out until it's well coated with the sauce. Give it time. You turn and you stir. You turn and you stir. You try to raise it up so that every sauce from the pot can coat beautifully into your spag. You keep stirring. At this point, you have to reduce your flame to medium to low heat, because it's not more you don't need it to cook any longer. You just want to stir in the sauce to coat it into your spag. I tasted and I realized it needed more seasoning, so yeah, I'll be adding some chicken flavor, a little bit of chicken seasoning before I introduce back my egg into the spag. Then I'll stir again. And see how beautiful it looks. And here is the final look. Thank you.